Good morning, leaders, and welcome back to the Morning Reset, where we help you win the day before the sun comes up. I'm Scott Speagle.
And I'm Ian Anderson, co-founder here at Thrones Leadership Group. Each morning begins with sorting through yesterday's thoughts, regrets, doubts, and also unfinished business. Your mindset each morning shapes your momentum. By clearing the noise, reframing your thoughts, it helps turn insight into action. Today's topic, we will be talking about the importance of adding the physical side to your morning reset.
You got it, Ian. And it's not negotiable. Before I touch my phone, before I check emails, before the world starts making demands, I'm in the Word. And then I'm moving my body. That's the foundation.
Exactly, Scott. And that's why we brought a special guest today, Curtis Jackson, as we talk about the physical part of the morning reset.
Absolutely, Ian. We are honored to have Curtis Jackson joining us today. Curtis is the founder and owner of Red Dog Fitness, LLC. And let me tell you this, Curtis understands what it means to commit to physical excellence as leadership discipline. Curtis, welcome to the Morning Reset.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm pumped to be here. And Scott, I love the phrase physical excellence as a leadership discipline. That's exactly what it is.
Curtis, before we get into it, tell our listeners about your journey.
Sure. Red Dog Fitness is all about helping people reclaim their physical strength and mental toughness. They go hand in hand. We work with a lot of leaders, entrepreneurs, busy professionals, people who understand that if their body is the vehicle that carries their mission, and if that vehicle breaks down, everything else suffers. So we train early, we train hard, and we train with purpose.
Love that, Curtis. And the body being the vehicle that carries the mission. I love that because early in the morning, we're able to look at the importance of having action and for there to be purpose in what you're doing. You know, I've always seen the importance of organizing my thoughts, but I never really stressed the physical attributes as much. Talk to us about why the early morning matters so much for the physical morning reset for training.
Well, there's something almost spiritual about training before the world wakes up. First, there's zero distractions, no phone calls, no meetings, no excuses. It's just you and that work. And second, you're making a statement to yourself. And that statement is, I'm going to control the day. My day is not going to control me.
Good point.
That's exactly it, Curtis. When I'm at the gym, I'm not just building muscle. I'm building discipline. I'm building mental toughness.
As we're talking about the physical part of it, like Curtis was talking about, Scott, tell us also about your routine. What does it look like?
You know, Ian, I wake up first thing, and this is non-negotiable. I spend time in scriptures, usually 15 to 20 minutes. That centers me spiritually. Then I transition immediately into my workout.
And I want to highlight something, Scott. You start with scripture. That's very important. You're feeding your spirit and your soul before you feed your body and your muscles, and that order matters.
It does, Curtis, because in my spirit isn't right. The workout, it's just going through the motions.
Yeah, I agree. And it's Curtis, though, as a trainer, though, you hear this a lot, right? And that would be, I'm just not a morning person. How do you deal? How do you deal with that particular client?
I do hear that quite often. And, you know, typically they're just lying to themselves. Nobody's a morning person until they become one. Being a morning person is a decision, not a personality trait. You set your alarm, perhaps it's across the room, so you got to get out of bed and go turn it off. Go to bed at a responsible and reasonable time. And then here's the key, just do it. No negotiating with yourself, no 5 more minutes. Just get up and start to move.
That's exactly right, Curtis. No negotiating with yourself. Ian, how many people lose the battle before they even get out of bed?
Well, I think us three probably know the answer. And the answer would be most of them, Scott. You know, they immediately start convincing themselves that they can sleep in just a little bit longer. 15 minutes turns into 30, turns into an hour. And that conversation is the beginning of the end.
And, you know, the difference between early risers and those who don't is night and day. Early risers are more focused, productive, confident. They walk in the day having already won. That confidence carries into every other thing concerning the day.
I feel that in my soul. Early morning discipline sets the tone for everything else.
I agree, Scott. You know, what is the physical discipline? How does it translate to also leadership? That's really important for leaders as they listen to this.
You're right, Ian. It's everything. Physical discipline is the gateway to all other forms of discipline. When you control your body, you start believing you can control other areas. Finances, business, relationship, it all starts with the body.
It certainly does, Scott. Your body does not lie. Either you show up or you don't, and that accountability forces growth.
It's a great point. And also, Curtis, this is a very important aspect as well, and that is about recovery. What about the recovery?
Yes, sir. Recovery is important. Intensity is key, but smart training includes rest. It includes good nutrition. It includes a proper sleep schedule and mobility. Leaders cannot afford to break down without building back up.
Exactly right, Curtis. I had a problem with that early in my career. I thought more was always better. But rest, it's productive. Recovery is part of discipline.
So, what advice would you give someone starting a morning routine?
From me, Ian, start small, start now. Alarm goes off, move your body. Just 20 minutes. Even just walk or body weight exercises. Then repeat consistently.
Yeah, to your point, start small. I encourage clients to start maybe 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, create the habit. Be accountable, hold yourself accountable, maybe even get a good accountability partner, perhaps a good trainer, and it makes it easier and it helps you stay committed.
You're right, Curtis. Iron sharpens iron. You need people who challenge and elevate you.
Yeah, I agree. And, Curtis, the takeaways from the listeners, what would you say?
I would say physical fitness is foundational to leadership. Start tomorrow morning, show up for yourself, and watch everything else change.
Curtis Jackson, Red Dog Fitness, LLC. Thank you for being here, sir.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was awesome.
See you next time.
See ya.